Josh Talk, Tahmahkera we eda hoigorera eda was eda jovut was eda hubum chkam eda tata eda mohoi me hudi hugai ma pa sma cha cha tam cha was at hugai abo chui na we and Josh Talk ho
But the Nanet's Garrison Tahmahkera Comanche. I'd like to say good afternoon. My name is Garrison Tahmahkera, a Comanche from Oklahoma. Nakanek, the Mesa Community College is Nakanek. I'm here at Mesa Community College, which is home for me as well. We started here in 1985. I set in for a lady who was on sabbatical. And during that time, we saw a lot of issues with our students. Within that time, there was a lot of student dropouts, having a hard time getting their financial aid, making their adjustment from the reservation to urban areas. So from 1985, we had a committee and we put it together, and that was good. And I give credit to Dr. Wallace Simpson for allowing us to move forward. We took the project to district approved of it. Have to say we started with 250 students. By the time I left here, we had over 1,200 American Indian students, and that was good. The project was, we called it SOAR, Student Orientation, Academic and Retention. Student services, the students said, we want to be treated as an individual. We want to be recognized for our culture, respect us who we are as a person. Whenever they walked in that door, we greeted that person to make them feel at home. And that was the main thing. You are important to us. We told the secretary when they walk in that door, drop what you're doing, invite them to come in, and then tell if somebody on the phone, you would get back to them. So our main thing was focusing on that student. And I have to admit, the thing that the students taught me was patience. Be patient with the student. And the second big part was to be able to listen to the student. And those were the two things that guided me. And again, the students, we met with the students to say, what do you want? And again, repeat myself, they wanted the system to respect them as a person, respect my culture, respect my long hair, respect me as an individual. And even though we have 22 different tribes, each one is unique, but we all come together as one. So that was our intent, was to work on making them feel welcome, work on retention. We did a lot of work with the faculty. The faculty was our savior. If a student was missing class, the faculty would call us. We would run that student down, trying to find what happened. You have to understand, students are very family oriented. They will get up in the middle of the night and go home and help grandma, grandpa, cut wood, take care of the sheep, but they'll be back. So that's where the patients come in and learn to listen to what did they want, what was their needs in that area. So that was fun. The vision that we had was to introduce students to our college system. Wally Simpson wanted us to connect with the community, to do the networking, to get that support from the community. And our vision was to provide them with as many opportunities as we had to help them get through. I went to all the departments, all the department chairs, introduced myself and told them what we're doing with students. And the faculty were there to help us. The faculty did it. From the English department, mathematics, Doug, Conway gave us his honor students to help tutor our students. So the vision was, we're going to start here, and where we want to end up at. We want to move them on to the next level. We worked with the 3 universities. We developed a 2x2 program, 2 years here, 2 years at the university, and you graduate in that area. It was networking. And I have to say that we were family. We were family. We all helped each other one way or another. Some of our students didn't have money for apartments. And a lot of the students slept behind the stadium. They slept behind the stadium. They were too proud to ask for help. They slept behind the stadium until their money came in. Rudy Mendoza, Coach Tom Bennett. Rudy Mendoza would open the gym early in the morning. Coach Bennett would lay out towels for the students to come in and take a shower before they went to class. Now that was unity. That was family. Everybody pitched in to work with our students to get them through the system. We had a student who walked 5 miles one way, didn't have money for a bus fare. I talked to Coach Fry and his wife one evening. On a Monday morning, they called me, come over to our office. I went to their office. They had a new bicycle. They said, take this bicycle and give it to that young lady who's been walking to school. And again, we come back to family, helping each other out. So again, using the vision, how can we work with the community? How can we work with faculty? How can we work with M&O to help that student gain success in that area? And it was fun. It wasn't work, it was fun. It was just a good opportunity to work with everybody here. I went to a boarding school at 16 years of age. At that time, government could send us to different places to high school. They sent me to Lawrence, Kansas, 10 hours away from home. And they said, what did you do on the farm? I said, I farmed, drove a team of horses, I painted barns. So my introduction to vocational for Haskell, they made me a painter. And I had my journeyman's card out of Kansas City as a painter. After military, I couldn't get back into my job, and the guy said, go to college. I said, I don't know what college is. He said, I will fund you for a year if you'll go to college. So I took the ACT at Cameron Junior College in Lawton, Oklahoma. And I tell my students, I set the record on that ACT, and I think I still have the record. I made the lowest score in that school's history. And the counselor told me, you'll never make it. You will never make it. And being a good person, I said some choice words to him. I cussed him out, really. And I said, watch me. The first 9 weeks, I thought he was telling me the truth. I made all F's, I made all D's. I didn't know how to study. I did not know how to use the library. I did not know how to use my faculty. Once I learned how to do that and learned time management, school became fun. So I went to junior college Cameron. I finished my first master's at the University of Oklahoma, which was really 2 hard years of my life in that area. And so how many of our students experience the same thing? You can't make it. You don't have the ability. So when our students come in here, if we have to go to 001, we'll do it. We'll back up and give them the basic. We'll take a year to do the basics to move them up to the 100 level. But that's where we have patience. We get them through the system. Just give us some time. We will do it. And we have students all over the countryside, doctors, lawyers, business people. They're there. We've done it. We are here. I give credit to the faculty growing up that they helped me get through. And that's what we're all about. How do we help a student get through the system? How do we help them move on? That's our goal. At one of the last battles at Adobe Walls, Quanah Parker went with his men to attack the adobe walls. And after 3 days of fighting, with their bows and arrows fighting against the Sharps 44, that would go a mile. So he said, we cannot live this way. So he took his men and walked to Lawton, Oklahoma, Fort Sill. And a funny story, when they got to Fort Sill, he told the commander, we came to turn ourselves in. Our horses are surrendering, but not us. Just our horses surrender, not us. We are here. So there's 7 major bands of Comanches. And during the stay there, they was not getting their proper food. The tribal members were getting frustrated, and the people said, we got to come together as people. We got to come together. How can we help? So they used the arrow, and they used the OKC baking powder can as the gourd and the rattle. And they developed songs to say, we may have lost that battle, but we didn't lose the war. So the gourd dance was a way of bringing people together as human beings, coming together as people, that we are still here and we'll keep on going. There was a time when they thought the gourd dance was for just veterans only, but no, it was a social thing. It was to bring the community people together. The songs have different words. There's chants within the songs. The first song is the calling song. It's telling people to get ready to come out and dance. Come out, be ready. And then there's 4 sets of each song. And if you see the gourd dance now, it has blossomed out nationwide. People come together, they want to dance the gourd dance. It's a good feeling. It's between myself and the Creator. We see people in the audience, but we don't see them. So the gourd dance to me is to talk to the person upstairs, be aware of my fellow people in the circle, but to feel good. And we come together as people. We come together to help each other. The gourd dance is a good feeling. It's a good feeling of bringing people together. In the old days, they call it the Big Pony Society. And now the Comanches call it the Little Pony Society. They revitalized the program. The first known gourd dance was in 1864. There was a writer who found similar gourd dancing, but it's not like it is today. Everything has changed. Today we use the fan, we use the gourd to the gourd dance. Again, the gourd dance is to bring people together to have fun. It's just amazing. At Palo Duro Canyon, Colonel McKenzie trapped the Comanches in Palo Duro, and he told his colonel from the north and the south, we got them in, we'll get them in the morning. During the night, the Comanches scaled the Palo Duro Canyon walls and they escaped, but they left about 1,300 horses. Colonel McKenzie and his men put the horses in a corral and they shot 1,300 horses. That was the Comanches' ways of moving. If we kill the horses, they're on foot. Little did they know they had ways to get other horses. The short story, Colonel McKenzie's men were camped out. The Comanche people stole into their camp, stole his stallion, stole all their horses during the night, and they fled. And Colonel McKenzie never liked Quanah Parker after that. He was always chasing them through the Southwest. True story in that area. If you go to Palo Duro Canyon, I camped there. At nighttime, you can swear you can hear the horses running. You can swear they're hearing the winning. Maybe it's the wind, maybe it's the leaves. But if you camp there, you can hear the horses. But to kill 1,300 horses, that was cruel. That was cruel. And that was war. That was what they called war at that time. I look at, again, learning from the students and learning from our staff. Our staff was great. And looking at the faculty, All the staff members that we had, I give them the credit. I encourage each staff member to get their master's degree. Annie Jimenez, Director of International at Chandler Gilbert. McGill Lucas, I think he's the Director of Counseling now. We had two of our people get their doctor's degree. Dr. Johnson got his. Ms. Tsukiyama got her doctorate out of U of A. Another counselor who went to Seattle. But it's the counselors, the staff members who really pushed our students, really helped our students. And that's why I encourage them. You're good, you need to move on. So I give credit in our office to our staff members who were there. Our secretaries, they were excellent. People could come into the center and feel like this is home, this is it. The faculty who helped me out, Zeno Johnson. Zeno Johnson to me was like 10 feet tall. He did a lot of work with the Dakotas population. He would see me on the campus and he would shake his finger at me like, you better behave, you better take care of the people. Jose Torres, Elias Desquera, Jack Cannon, all came together to help us put the programs together. If it wasn't for the faculty who came in, I'm not sure where I would be. But to honor the faculty, again, is the family members. Dr. Hertzler, who was my mentor in the very beginning, was there to help me through. Trina Hillary was my partner in crime, how we got through with the system. I developed an organization development with our students. If you're going to get through, you need to know the system. You need to know what's out there. You need to know what works. I used Imitai Siona, Saul Alinsky is some of my teachers in the hard way. But to develop the time management and working with the faculty to help us get through and to receive the honor from my peers, what more can I say? And I give credit to the faculty, I give credit to our community as a whole. It was an honor to receive it. I appreciate that. It was an honor.